looking to tie this series up at 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, disappointing to lose, the first game at home. I just think we just didn't play our best. I don't think it was obviously Wemby played great. I had probably an above average game offensively for what I'm usually doing.
A what?
Average game offensively for what I usually do. And I just think through the course of the game, we had lulls where we didn't right the ship fast enough. And I thought tonight we did a better job of getting back to how we were supposed to play.
Individually, how do you prepare yourself? Because you had a game this year where obviously San Antonio is going to have you pick your poison, and that poison was to leave you open, to leave Lou Dort open, and in a regular season game, you was 2 for 12.
Christmas.
So you know about
it,
right? So coming into this Western Conference, obviously you know that's going to be the game plan. How do you get yourself ready to be confident to knock those shots down? Because you know it's going to be on you.
Just work, I mean, that's what this profession's about. It's about getting in the gym, putting the minutes in, and then being confident and trusting, what you do in the gym in the days between. And yeah, obviously disappointed early in the year. Teams do that because Shai's such a great player. You have to take something away from him. And a lot of times that falls onto me because I'm creating action. So just being prepared and then being aggressive. And this time of year, man, you got to let it fly.
Absolutely.
We know about your preparation, and you're willing to take on the challenge of anyone. What was your team's adjustment coming into Game 2 without giving away all of your secrets? But what was the big adjustment for you guys to pull off a win tonight?
Yeah, I think just being sharper with the stuff that we talked about before Game 1. There's just some stuff defensively where we were behind the play, and then all of a sudden, they're a good team. They got great players, and when you give guys advantages or you try to play behind defensively, they're going to score and they're going to create challenges for you. So I think defensively trying to stay ahead of it, and then offensively, trusting what we did. We got a lot of great shots in the first game. Some that didn't go in. Some other stuff. I think like Hart rebounded his ass off tonight.
Yes, he did.
He really, late in the game, both ends created more possessions for us and stopped them from getting some. So, just little things through the game.
With your leadership and your experience on the road, winning on the road, winning in a hostile environment like San Antonio Spurs Stadium or arena, how do you prepare and what do you say to your young guys on the team who are going into this environment, that this is a different environment now that the Spurs is playing the way that they're playing? How do you get them to shift their mindset differently than you are here on your own home court?
Yeah, I mean, luckily a lot of these guys got a little taste of it last year with playing in Denver, Minnesota even. We lost by 40 in the one game we lost in Minnesota, even though we won in 5. So, there's plenty of lessons for us through that playoff run last year. And again, just reiterating stuff. You got to be connected. You got to have almost amnesia with good plays for them. Block out the noise and focus on what matters, which is like the basketball part, like executing, making sure that you're competing at the right level, and then just understanding it's going to be a fight.
One thing we talk about your team all the time is the depth, and you got a lot of it. How do you guys manage it and keep the chemistry, maintain it throughout an entire game? And we saw completely different lineups, more players on the floor than we saw in Game 1. Just walk me through how you guys manage that as a team.
Yeah, I mean, iron sharpens iron. Through the course of the season, depending on who's in, who's out, who we're playing, we got different guys in different lineups that can, be beneficial for us. And all of our guys are hungry. They all want to win if they haven't been here before, and if they are, we want to win again. And whether that's personal achievements or team achievements, there's things that, for a lot of them, they're still at the beginning of their careers,
right.
So there's plenty out in front of them to go get. So we just do a good job of just being very competitive day in, day out.
Hey, you're from College Station. You went to Texas A&M. Was that is that 3 hours away from San Antonio?
Yeah, it's like 3 and some change.
So how much family's going to be at the game?
245. Yeah, a lot.
245.
I did the math.
I got 2 hours 45 minutes.
Oh no, I thought you said 245 family members.
That's expensive.
I got a lot of friends in Dallas. I got everyone. They're not all gonna be able to come, but
okay,
I'll be there.
Okay, one more question.
Matters.
Yeah.
Guarding Wemby. You took that on Game 1.
Yeah.
Just talk us through what it's like.
Yeah, it's a lot easier for me when he stands on the three-point line. Obviously, late in the game, they started to play him like a post player, and he got a couple of advantages that we just got a little uncharacteristically, antsy, trying to do too much, and you give him a crease inside 10 feet, it's a dunk. So just trying to work work early, and I thought Hart did a good job of being physical and working early tonight. And then, when we had chances to put guards on him on the outside actions, I thought we did a pretty good job.
Yeah, well, we appreciate you stopping by. Alex Caruso, he was early, like he should be, okay? Back-to-back games with at least 15 points for the first time in his playoff career. And I guess we will see you in San Antonio, buddy, with however many family members decide to show up.
245.
I'm expecting 245 in the 8.
Way to hoop, man.
Yeah.
I just need the golf courses when we come back. You already know. I already told you.
So OKC gets the win. The loser, San Antonio, the last 2 games, they've had 44 turnovers. By the way, Stefan Castle, he's had 20 of them. He tracked in 1977 and 78 in 2 back-to-back playoff games. So that's something that they can clean up for sure. Obviously, Shai has a better game with those 30 points and 9 assists. And Wemby coming off being the youngest player ever to have a 40-point, 20-rebound game. A little bit harder to get to his spots here tonight. Let's talk about what you guys thought changed for Wemby in Game 2.
Well, I thought the pressure and being intentional on being physical with him, pushing him out, making him work for everything. He looked tired tonight, right? Honestly, playing 49 minutes in Game 1, he really looked tired tonight. You could tell he was struggling a little. But I thought Hartenstein did an amazing job on applying the pressure, making him work for everything, wearing him out, because he played 49 minutes. And I just thought his strength, his brute strength in pushing Wemby kind of really enhanced that a little bit more. So great game plan, rightfully so.
Yeah, the physicality for me is what I thought wore him down while he was tired. Constantly fighting, trying to block shots while an arm being held, trying to get rebounds, trying to get position, while going on the other end, defending, so on and so forth. So, the game plan was just that. If Wemby's going to be dominant, he's going to have to find the energy to do so while being hit around, knocked down with the physicality. And I think they figured something out tonight where it wore him down to where it just wasn't enough. He couldn't get it done.
Mm-hmm. And I think Wemby hit them first in Game 1, and they didn't have a chance to kind of hit back. Game 2, I thought OKC from the jump had a game plan. Shout out to Coach Dago, too, for making those adjustments and showing Wemby those bodies, but also going back to Isaiah Hartenstein and saying, this is your task, this is your assignment, and he stepped up to the task today. They had Wemby, again, frustrated out there, trying to figure out ways to get through the defense, ways to figure out the adjustment, but this is what happens. San Antonio hit first, OKC hit next. 1-1. Now we go back to San Antonio. Now it's a series now. This Game 3 is a major game.
Yeah, hey, we keep talking about it, but it's just the 7th time it's ever happened. We got 2 teams with at least 62 wins in the regular season, so we know it was going to go blow for sure. Y'all talked about Isaiah Hartenstein. He played 27 minutes in this game, only 12 in Game 1. Also, injuries did impact the game. Dylan Harper, we saw him go out about 4:50 left in that second quarter. J-Dub plays 7 minutes and 18 seconds. Remember, didn't come in during the second quarter and didn't return to the game, dealing with a left hamstring injury, so we'll keep an eye on those things. But you challenged Chet before this game, so let's talk about what you saw from him in Game 2.
Yeah, so I thought he was a little bit more aggressive today, right? And they needed that with J-Dub going down. And here's Chet right here on the defensive side of the ball, just being aggressive, right? Keeping Wemby in front to contest that shot right there on the block shot.